Welcome back, brats. Today we have got another product that Asterion sent us, a set of grips to check out. These are good for your Oculus Quest, your Oculus Rift S. I've already got a set of grips on my Rift S, so I think we're going to try them out on the Quest. So I got it here. We're going to check these things out. Let's open them up. They come in just a simple bag, Oculus Quest skin set of two, one red, one blue. The right is blue and the left is red. So they're sticking with the theme that even AMVR sets here with which side's which. I like that. Beat Saber colors makes it easy for all of us to know what's what. Simple packaging. And these are just basic silicone grips. So right and left, they feel like they'll slip on really easily. And they've got a space for the cable, for your wrist cable to come on. I got excited for a second seeing that there, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. So let's try these out. So to get them on, we should just be able to run this through. This part's going to be a little more difficult because that hole's pretty tiny. And another way you might do this is take these off. Well, I guess you can't do that because you have to take the battery covers off. Never mind. So this just slips on over it all the way down, and then it goes up over the trigger. Gotta make sure it's rotated right so you don't get in the way of anything. And then this goes here, and this snaps through this. So it's one interesting thing. It covers up your Oculus home button. You can still click it through there easily. No big deal, but it does cover that, so that's interesting. Gives them a bit more of a meaty feel. I like that. I like silicone grips on most of my controllers. I just like the extra hand feel. I don't like my hand on plastic as much. The hole's nice and big around your grip button, so it doesn't look like you're gonna have to worry about it getting caught on your grip button. A couple things to keep in mind though. One, that's simple silicone right there for the latch. And every time you change the batteries, you're gonna have to take this thing off. So I would be worried about the durability of this, because once that breaks, this thing is not gonna work near as well. It's gonna be really hard to keep it on here, and you're gonna be snapping and unsnapping this thing, like I said, every time you go to switch out the batteries. And if you're like me, I haven't played with the Quest enough to know for sure, but on my Rift S, I seriously have to switch batteries like every 2 days of play, it seems like. So that is one thing to keep in mind. They do go on really easy. I have a set of silicone grips on my PSVR controllers that are amazing. They're so hard to put on though. Thank God you don't have to take them on and off like you do with these. Oh yeah, those feel really good. They feel really substantial. They got a little bit of branding right there. Little Asterion symbol at the top, which is cool. These feel good. The one problem I have recommending any grips for your Rift S or your Quest, you have to take them off every time you change batteries. That drives me crazy. Maybe some people go a week or two without changing batteries, but I just can't tell you how often I wish they had made them rechargeable. So speaking of that, brings me to my next point. So since these are silicone, it would be pretty easy to trim a piece out if you needed to. So what I'm thinking about, there's a company right now developing battery packs for the Quest and Rift S controllers. What that would mean is you would take the battery door off, you would take the battery out, and this whole thing would go in there and replace it all. And then it would have a little metal piece on the outside, which is where it could touch on a charger. Now, I saw these on Reddit. I signed up for the mailing list to find out more about it because I'm really interested in them when they come out. Couple questions though, like one, if that uses stands then, and so you put these in the stand and it charges them, the grips could still be too big because it would probably be expecting a bare controller to sit down inside the stand and hold it up and then charge on there. So what I was hoping is if there's some way that they make that you could plug those in through it, you could use grips like this. You could just cut a hole in the grip, plug it in to charge it, unplug it, and you could always leave grips on, which would just be so much nicer because these feel great in my hands. I really like how they feel. I think they look cool. But again, same worry. I just feel like I can't imagine that silicone latch is going to last a super long time, to be honest with you. I just wish they'd made rechargeable batteries built into the controller. I know I go on about that all the time, and it's not going to change anything if I keep saying it, but there is a company, if you've seen it, I saw it on Reddit, and they haven't sent me an email yet, so I don't have an address. If you've seen it, let me know where, because I would like to see that and feature it and talk about it on the channel, because That is the greatest idea for these, to be able to have battery packs that you can just keep in them. But like I said, I don't know if that means anything for grips, because it depends on if they're a stand-in charger, if they're actually plug-in, I don't know, but super excited to feature that. So let's play a couple games with these, see how they feel and work, and then get back to you with some final thoughts and opinions about them, because right now I'm liking how they feel, but it really matters how they play. They also look extra cool sitting on there like that, I think. I like that. No confusion about which one's which when you go to grab them. Okay, well, I tried a couple of songs with these grips. I actually was recording, but for some reason my Quest didn't pick up any audio. So I'm gonna try one more and then get back at you with thoughts about the grips here. So. Quest is lagging a bit with the recording and the Expert Plus here. Oh. Oh my gosh. That was way harder than it should have been. I need to quit getting out of practice. So, as far as the grips go, they're run-of-the-mill silicone grips. They work, they do their job. I'm worried about the durability, like I said, on these pieces right here. If you're having to change out your batteries all the time, I really don't think those are gonna last more than maybe 100 battery changes, maybe. So if you get these, I would expect you're probably gonna be replacing them every 6 months or something. So they don't add any more distance, any more length to them, which I would like. And like I said, the side that I want to have the grip on is actually where my fingers are. This side is nice that it's got this grippy texture. Can you actually see that in the video? Yeah, it's got this grippy texture, but I want that to be on the inside where the fingers are. So these are fine. Are they worth 20 bucks? It's a bit of a steep price, honestly. The one thing that if they did this, and I don't know if this would be really hard to do, that's why I don't do it. If there was a hole on this side where the battery compartment comes off, and then this piece of silicone just like 3M stuck on and stayed on the battery compartment, and then you could take the battery in and out, these would definitely be worth 20 bucks if you could replace the batteries while keeping them on. Because that would also mean this part would last way longer. You wouldn't have to worry about them breaking. Without that, 20 bucks is a steep price when there's other grips out there that I think do a better job. They're fine, they're silicone grips, but 20 bucks, it's a little much, to be honest with you guys. So it's your call. If you want them, check out the link in the description, but I definitely think there's probably other grips out there. I like the knuckle grips that I have way better. They keep your hands in place, and they add a little bit of ergonomic side here too. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you had a set, how long did they last you? What do you think of them? Do you like them? But thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in another reality.